Hey everyone, Mr. Funk here.
And Mr. Blake.
Today we're going to talk a little bit about physical education in ancient Rome. We got a couple key points here. So what was physical education like in ancient Rome? Let's touch base there. So PE in ancient Rome really focused on preparing young men for military training. This is something that we'll continue to talk about here, so I'll kind of leave that up for Mr. Blake there. Some of the main goals were actually just to develop strength, endurance, dexterity, and discipline. Just so they're combat ready and they're ready for if there's a war or anything like that, or just gladiator training. Training really helps shape some loyalty. That also goes along with discipline that I mentioned before. Physically capable soldiers, they had to serve for the Roman Empire, so this is kind of what got them prepared for what they had to come. So some of the actual activities that they had. These are kind of similar to our modern day sports. So instead of them playing, basketball or wiffle ball and stuff like that in a PE classroom, these are kind of the things that they got, instilled in them to, get them prepared. So some of them were like wrestling, which obviously helped them build strength. Running, make sure their endurance and dexterity was ready. Boxing, swimming. Swimming was the main, feature just in case if they had to go to war, they could get across that open body of water and stuff like that. I put javelin throwing, just more of that, endurance and muscle strength. Marching with armor, that's kind of like, a weighted vest, walking around or doing runs and jogs with that kind of stuff, just so that they're, prepared for what they have to come. Moving on to Mr. Blake here.
Yeah, and so the importance of all that is that it had a real lasting influence on physical education as a whole, and we still see some of it today. So their physical training influenced modern military training along with physical education philosophies because of how successful the empire was during its time. We've now taken some of that and we still apply it to our military and physical education today. The Roman emphasis on physical fitness echoed through Renaissance thinking and later Western education systems. So it really stood the test of time because of how successful it was. So we still see like modern training activities, like we still see wrestling and running and swimming and all that stuff that they did back then. We're still using it for very similar purpose and we're training for very similar things. And the ideas of structured training, specialized regimens like the gladiators would go through, we're still seeing that even today with our modern sports and sports specialization for younger athletes that are doing one specific sport. They'll have a specific training regimen, diet plan, whatever else for that sport so they can perform at their highest capacity.
Yeah, so perfect. That's a great explanation. Hopefully you can come on down and we can explain some more. Thank you.